Hello, friends. In the dynamic world of CEO leadership and the corporate strategy, every executive faces moments of doubts, which, in other words, is also known as Arjun moment. Drawing profound lessons from the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, in this explainer video, we offer essential insights for business leaders navigating crisis and uncertainty. Let's go. Well, good morning. Look around your organization. Do you see confidence? Do you see a momentum? Or do you see the quiet paralysis that often grips a leader when the stakes are the highest? In the dynamic, high pressure world of the C suite, every leader, every CEO eventually faces a moment of doubt. A crisis point where the path forward is obscured, the cost of action is immense, and the easier choice is often the inaction. We call this the Arjun movement. It is a movement named after the great warrior in the Mahabharata who, standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, dropped his bow. He was overwhelmed by the complexity, the personal cost, and the sheer magnitude of the decision before him. And in that moment, his charioteer, Lord Krishna, delivered a stinging, crystal clear sermon. The essence of the instructions from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 3 is this. And the quote starts, "From where have these weaknesses come, O Arjun, that too at this hour of danger? It does not befit an Aryan like you who lived a life of value. This will bring you neither good nor reputation nor even heaven." Quote closed. This isn't a religious teaching, it's a universal lesson in leadership, psychology, and crisis management. What does a warrior dropping his bow have to do with modern corporate strategy? Everything. The modern battlefield isn't Kurukshetra, it's the boardroom, the market, the global supply chain, or the regulatory hearing. The Arjun movement in business is not about external challenges like the recession or a hostile takeover. It's about the internal crisis of confidence that paralyzes the leader, which then paralyzes the entire organization. It manifests in three devastating ways. First, which is the paralysis of empathy. Arjun was overwhelmed by the thought of fighting his own kin. A CEO faces a similar emotional tug of war. Do I have to lay off 15% of my workforce to ensure the survival of the remaining 85%? Do I shut down an unprofitable but legacy division that employs hundreds of loyal people? The fear of doing harm stops them from taking the necessary action required for the greater good of the company's dharma. Number two is the obsession with the outcome. Well, Arjuna focused entirely on the outcome, loss, grief, and regret. Modern leaders often suffer from outcome attachment. They are so fearful of the public failure, a 5-point drop in stock price, or a media backlash that they hesitate. They wait for perfect information, which in a true crisis never arrives. Krishna's message is very clear. Your focus must be on the right action, which is within quotes karma, not the reward or the consequence. Number three is the loss of identity. The Krishna reminds Arjun, it does not befit an Arya like you. This is a powerful, stinging reminder of the identity and duty, which is, in other words, dharma. An Aryan in that context was someone who acted on principle. For a CEO, the question is, what is your professional dharma? Your duty is to protect the enterprise, to deliver value to shareholders, and to provide the stable leadership. When you hesitate, you are failing in your dharma. You are behaving beneath the standards of your title which you demand. The Gita gives us 3-point playbook for conquering this moment. First, Krishna's first instruction is brutally simple. Do not yield to this degrading impotency. In business terms, this means Stop acting like a victim of the circumstances. The market doesn't care about your feeling, it responds to your resolve. A unwavering confidence. Your team, your board, and your investors are watching. If they see hesitation, the weakness cascades through the organization like an electric current. Decide and own the decision. Number two, a CEO is not hired by loved ones. They are hired to take a charge, to take lead. The Gita instructs us to act according to your, your dharma, your specific duty. Your duty is strategic clarity. When you are facing that complex intersection, remove the emotional calculations and replace it with the strategic one. What is the most principled long term decision that ensures the health of the institution? This is how you prevent the paralysis of empathy from becoming the destruction of the enterprise. You prioritize, the dharma of collective over the emotional comfort of the individual. Number three is the worst state that weakness brings neither good reputation nor heaven, which is basically, in other words, success. This ties directly to the most critical lesson in Gita, which is action without attachment to the fruits. If you're obsessed with stock price next quarter, you will be paralyzed. If you are focused entirely on the quality of your decision making process, your action, and your integrity in that process, you will gain freedom. A CEO cannot control the outcome of the M&A deals, global pandemic, or a competitor's breakthrough, but they can control the quality of the data they gather, the integrity of the analysis they perform, the speed and clarity of their communication. By focusing on the right action, the process, you develop a psychological distance that allow you to make clear, powerful choices, free from anxiety of any anticipated result. You do your duty and you let the universe handle the rest. The ultimate challenge of Arjun movement is not about survival. It's about a reputation you forge. The leaders who hesitate lose trust. The leaders who act with clarity, integrity, and decisive resolve, even when the decision is difficult, earn enduring respect. This is a good reputation that Krishna speaks of. So, when the moment arrives and the weight of the world seems to press down, do not drop your bow. Do not indulge in weakness that does not befit your title. Instead, ask yourself three questions, the three filters of Gita. Am I acting out of weakness or out of duty? Am I focused on the outcome or the integrity of my action? Does this decision align with the fundamental dharma, the long-term health and mission of my organization? Conquer your self-doubt. Act with unwavering purpose. This is the timeless leadership mandate from the Gita. Embrace your duty, reject your weakness, and lead your enterprise to the victory that only truly resolve and you can then deliver. Friends, thank you. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will catch you again in the next one.